feels like the fire burning my heart, so hot like the feeling of the sunlight on my skin on a summer day. Nothing ever cools me if you are here. No one ever lit a fire so hot inside me. Your eyes like the ocean on a moonlit night, so deep I can see.
Hi. Do you mind being on film?
Okay.
What's your name?
Stacy Letterman.
Stacy Letterman.
Yes.
And you're the artist of this studio.
Yes, I am.
Stacy Letterman, and is that your social media too?
Correct.
So people can find you there.
Instagram at Stacy Letterman.
I see. And this is your art.
It is.
So talk to me about what's inspirational and how you got into it and why.
These are, it's an older work. They are based on a Buddhist principle of things coming together and working together, focusing more on our similarities as opposed to our differences. My other work is all heart-based. It came about pre-pandemic in terms of just feeling a little more connected and a little more focusing on love and our own heart space. And it's all imagery from, each series is based on different things. This particular one is all imagery based from Los Angeles. On a trip I took with my photography and different images, and I paint, it's collage, it's mixed media. It all tells a story. Every piece has its own story.
All the hearts here are part of your repertoire,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And these hearts too.
Yes, again, this was older work. I had a whole series of this. These are the ones that still remain, and they're just like its own little surprise that pops out underneath.
And this is the other side.
These are, again, I used to
Buddha.
do a lot with Buddhas because I love the philosophy of Buddhism, and this is the collection that remains from that.
Can you tell me something about your walk or your search or your understanding of Buddhism that would be principle-like for people, would help people? What would be something that stands out that's been a big help to you?
I would say that I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Religion is a beautiful thing in its source, but it takes on things that make people get angry and fight with each other. And I find Buddhism is gentle and a beautiful philosophy that doesn't get caught up in exact or expectations or the way you have to be.
Oh, okay.
And so it's
So it gives
spiritual.
freedom to people.
It's spiritual and it's positive without the negativity that can sometimes arise in the conflict.
I tell people I
That's
am
what I would
not
say.
religious, but I do believe in the one true living God. I think religions
like
are
that.
often man-made and cause a lot of conflict.
They cause a lot of upset and anger.
But like every individual, good and bad, there's something we can gain from knowing each other
100%.
and living life the way we do.
Yeah, we just have to listen a bit more
Yeah.
and not fight and be right. Whereas this is a gentler, it's okay, middle path.
Why did you become an artist?
Because I love it. It feeds my soul.
Who was it that inspired, that churned something on in your mind, in your past, that you took something to canvas?
If I choose one thing, it was me, New York City, and not being able to live there for a variety of reasons, and it inspired me, and I came back and had life changes and did it, and I'm so happy. I became an artist at 40 years old.
Well, you're like 41 now.
God love you. No, I'm not. You're my new best friend. That's where I want you to take me to. We'll fly into the dream of a starry night. No sense of time or gravity. No hatred, no negativity. But there are thousands of stars. When you touch me, I feel it completely. Many ways to describe.
I wish you lots of success,
Thank
Stacy.
you. It's a joy to do what you love.
Is
honestly.
this yours too, these hearts?
Yep, all of this is mine.
And this is your space, so you work in this space as
Yeah,
well?
so we just cleaned it up for the art crawl, so it looks like a gallery.
And you're doing a spec, or you do self-installation, or how do you do new artwork?
So this is this work. This theme of this type of heart I've done for the last couple of years. I've seen everyone I've made. So I keep doing them, and I love making them. This is my new style, where I actually got custom hearts boards cut out and did new things. So that's my new thing. I'm trying, keeping in theme with the hearts, but a different. You know, you have to keep evolving. So that's how I've tried to try something new.
This will continue.
This and that. I love these, but I also need something new. This was a little older. I sold a number of these. I probably won't go back to that. Not for any other reason other than just trying something new. So it's going to be this.
Okay. I'm going to put us both in here because maybe it'll be a good heart thumbnail.
Okay.
Okay? Maybe it'll help make more interest in this.
Perfect.
Thank you for talking to me, Stacey.
Thank you.
I wish you much success.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, right? I get to do what I love.
You have a good way about you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Who's the artist? How are you doing?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm Danny.
Danny, I'm Dave. It's nice to meet
I'm making a little YouTube.
you. Please do.
And what can you tell me about your art that would be interesting for people to know?
Well, why don't we talk about the two very different sides of the room?
Okay, let's do it.
Serious Dave is going to point you towards this side.
This one here?
Which are this entire two walls here, which is my landscape work. So
Okay.
I work only from my own photography.
Okay.
I tend to abstract things a little bit. And the way that I talk to people about this is that you ever taken a photo of a sunset,
Sure.
and then when you show it to somebody, you have to qualify it by saying, no, believe me, it was better when I was there.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Well, with painting, I can correct that. I can abstract things and get it to the point where obviously it didn't look like this, but it felt like this. And that's why I find I need to paint for my own photography, because I need some sort of memory of having been there.
It becomes a holistic exercise then when you're able to...
Absolutely. Like, I have a very distinct memory of taking this picture.
Where was that?
The ferry crossing from Nanaimo back to Horseshoe Bay. And we had just seen a pod of killer whales go by. There was that beautiful green that you get in sunsets sometime, and I knew I kind of wanted that to be the focal point of the painting.
Good.
And this is serious landscape day.
Right.
Now you want to follow me over here.
I do. Tell me about your social media so that people will know how to get in touch with you.
Instagram is the easiest, dave.kowalchuk. That's Kowalchuk.
I'll find it and put it in so people will know how to get a hold of you with this incredible landscape enhanced artwork, right?
You are very kind.
It's your photography,
Yes.
and then it's bringing out the other emotions that you experience during the taking of the picture and the memory and the act of putting it on canvas.
That's a lovely way to sum it up, yes.
I'm not putting words in your mouth.
No, you're putting good words in my mouth. I'm agreeing with those words.
Now, what's all this about?
So the last 6-8 months, I wasn't having as much fun with what I was doing.
Okay.
So how do you have fun? You go to Amazon and you order a pack of googly eyes and fake mustaches. And then you find things to put on. So
The
if
thing
you'll
M&M's
notice
comes
too-
to mind.
First off, these are up for sale. $15. One of these citizens can be yours. Comes with the wall hanging. They are all individually named. This is Guillermo.
Are you selling these on Amazon?
No, this is special only.
You get,
I can't be mass selling these. This is a limited Look, I have a brochure just to prove that this is legitimate art. This is Citizens by Dave Kowalchuk. Meticulously crafted, bespoke, meaningful details. I stole that from a jewelry website.
who was it that said art is in the eye of the beholder?
Can I take credit for that?
You can.
Okay.
And somebody who values it as art then will pay you for the fair market value.
Yeah.
And to the next person, it may not be considered of value, but they will have
Well, that
something
definitely happens.
of value.
Yeah, we get both of those. We did up the lovely. We took them on a photo shoot.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you do photography tours or?
Normally I do all my own photography, but for this particular project, I got my friend who's a professional photographer to come out because I wanted a little bit of extra oomph
Very nice.
for it. So we did all of that.
Very nice.
This was my goal with this thing. If you're going to be a little bit silly, why not be a lot silly?
Yeah.
And lean into it more. So we just kind of kept going.
Your adage there, which you were just telling me about, reminds me of my mother who tried to teach me to play piano, and she said, if you're gonna make mistakes, make sure they're bold. So, go ahead and crack on.
Yeah. If it's a bold mistake, people think you might have done it on purpose. And yeah, then we have prints of the originals too, because this isn't in a price range that everybody can always afford. So let's give a little option for those who just want to print.
How long have you been an artist?
I have been painting full time for the last 6 or 7 years, but I originally learned back in university about 20 years ago. And I painted for a couple years then. I kind of stopped for a while. Photo of a sunset,
Sure.
and then when you show it to somebody, you have to qualify it by saying, no, believe me, it was better when I was there.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Well, with painting, I can correct that. I can abstract things and get it to the point where obviously it didn't look like this, but it felt like this. And that's why I find I need to paint for my own photography, because I need some sort of memory of having been there.
So like you